Get myself situated. How y'all doing? It's good to see everybody in the house. Thought I'd go live for a hot minute or two while the sun is going down on my panels. Still charging the Jackery. How y'all doing, everybody? I guess I can set this right here. Good to see y'all. Hey, how you doing, Be Wise? Hey, the Georgia Garden lady. How y'all doing? We've been out and about, finishing building Blueberry Boulevard. I don't know why I like to say it like that. Blueberry Boulevard. We got Lemon Lane, Blueberry Boulevard, Pear Parkway, Peach Pass, Lemon Lane, Washiokushi Creek, Lickamlow Lake. How y'all doing tonight? It's good to see everybody. As you can see, I'm building more onto my blueberry, onto my blueberry block, Blueberry Boulevard. I've been working on it for over a year. I done moved these blueberries a billion different times. I've had them in containers. I've had them all over this yard, but I finally settled on this spot right here to plant them. And I'm gonna run the blueberry bushes from the side of the greenhouse all the way down to Lickamlow Lake. So once they reach about 10 feet tall, we'll have more blueberries than we know what to do with. We got a lot of stuff growing here. I could just show you real quick. I'm not gonna do a stand-up tour, but everything got apples on it. Everything got pears and peaches and plums, and everything is doing good. Persimmons, peaches, plums, pomegranates. So everything is everything. So today, I keep getting the same comment or the same email, and y'all know I'm not joking around when I say it, because y'all can just read it right in the comments if you want to. Are you gonna grow any blackberries? I grow wild blackberries all up and down Washiokushi Creek. We don't even grow them on purpose anymore because they grow wild out here. But down Lemon Lane, that used to be Blackberry Boulevard before I planted lemons there. And let me tell you something. You can't get rid of blackberries once you plant them. If you ever plant raspberries or blackberries in the ground, they tunnel and root and pop up somewhere else, just like elderberry. I got elderberry over here. They'll grow all over your land if you let them. As a matter of fact, I don't really want to get up, but I'm going to show you how abundant our elderberry trees are. I showed y'all last year, showed you the year before that, and I'm gonna keep showing you. But I told y'all I'm gonna have cuttings soon. They're gonna be posted. They're gonna be on the website once I post them, but not right now, because I told you I gotta let them get ready first. I'm gonna show you, okay? We're gonna get up. And I'm gonna show you the elderberries. Do you see that bush with all those white flowers right there? That's a gigantic elderberry bush. Now my land stops at that tree. That tree, fallen tree, that's the end of my land across there. So that actually belongs to the people up the stairs here. But this belongs to me. Bear with me. I don't have to go over there. All of those white flowers here, that's all of my elderberry. As far as the eye can see. That's why I don't buy them. All the way down there is mine. Those are elderberry trees all day long. Now, they're slowly turning darker because they've been pollinated by the bees. Then they're all gonna turn black, and y'all know what that means. I gotta get them harvested before the birds do. They got me last year, but the year before that, y'all saw how many we went over there. We got in the boat and went over and got them. So I'm gonna bring y'all back. I'm gonna bring y'all back over here with me. See, we our watermelons, tomatoes, everything going on. Lady Leg got it pumping. Peaches in containers. Don't tell me you can't do it, y'all. Peaches in containers. Don't tell me you can't do it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear you live in an apartment. I don't want to hear it. My mama live in an apartment, and half the stuff you see growing here, she's growing. Apples. I don't want to see. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that you can't do it. How much space do you need for bees? You can. We got them right up on our back porch and right here. Don't want to hear it. I'm not going to go all the way. I'm not going to do the whole walk because this is like an acre of land. So that's a little walk. It's a journey. So I wanted to show y'all all of that. And I got figs, fig fairway. I got figs everywhere, persimmons, you name it, we got it. Loquats, kumquats, lemons, oranges, pears, limes, you name it. And I just brought in a whole nother shipment of blueberries. See, this is what we invest in. This is what we invest in. Not music for my Jeep. Not rims and tires for my truck, my car. No fancy clothes. Y'all see I'm always wearing a busted up t-shirt. I don't grow dragon fruit. I stopped growing dragon fruit years ago. That got a little cumbersome for a fruit that I really don't even, it don't do nothing for me. They're good, but they're not good enough to go through all that trouble with. I love them though. Dragon fruits is good, but just not good enough. What's up, Aunt Ford? You gotta grow what's good for you. You gotta grow what you want, okay? It was a joke. I missed something. I think if that was for me. I used to grow dragon fruit though, if you was talking about me, and that was a joke. If that wasn't a joke a couple years ago, I used to grow dragon fruit. It just got cumbersome. And right, somebody said, being rich is a state of mind. It depends on what you feel is rich. You know, if you got all the food that you can eat and that's what you value, you good. So we here today, and I wanted to say something. Me and Lady Leg came out from a nice day of getting all of these berries to add on to our block. I didn't even show you the blueberry. All of that is all blueberries in the ground. And I'm just adding on to it. I got blueberries back there in the bucket, about to put them in. And all of these, we just gonna expand and keep on expanding. I got a couple of things that I wanna let you guys know from the emails again. I veered off for a second. Emails, comments, emails, comments. One comment always shows up at least once, and that's support. At least once. When you read the thumbnail and it said, I need your support, I wasn't talking about me. I was talking about you. What I was talking about is the emails and the comments that I see at least once in almost every single video. In almost every single video, whether we're talking about solar power, prepping, gardening, or just life in general, I see a lot of, I have no support. It's always one person in the family that go hard. One person in the family to go hard, getting themselves together. getting the preps together, getting safety together. They're paying attention to their surroundings. See that bee land on me? And the rest of them think they're nuts. Hey, Homestead Heart, I was watching your video while we was buying blueberries. You doing the whole grape thing. 100 pounds of grapes, that's my mission as well. See if I can get 100 pounds of blueberries every year. Our journey's starting now too. So thank you for that. And who was that? Thank you, Black Mama. Say, when the stuff hit the fan, we can't eat designer clothes or shoes. Thanks for all the good info. Thank you. No, thank you. But what we're here today for is part of that. We need help. We need help. I'm going to say it like this. If you don't have anybody physically, and if you have a loved one that you're dealing with this, tell them to come on in for a hot second. I want to talk to a little bit of everybody. The people that think we're nuts, and I want to talk to us too. Because I'm going to say what I'm going to say, then I'm going to play devil's advocate a little bit, okay? I need you to understand something. I understand if you do not believe in what we're doing. I'm talking to the loved ones that think we're nuts. I understand, I do. I get it. It looks nuts. It looks like conspiracy theory alley. It looks like, you know, that kind of, oh, spaceman was in my backyard digging up my plums. I get it. But what we're doing is we're trying to look out for the rest of the family, because sometimes everybody can't sense what's going on. And they kind of take a back seat. But some people do kind of see how the climate is going and knowing something is on the horizon. And for that, you need to you don't have to jump in head first and say, yeah, I'm with you 100%. That won't hurt. But all I'm asking for to all your loved ones is just support your loved one that's doing the work. I didn't say you had to go out there and start digging in the garden. I didn't say you had to spend your whole day shoveling dirt and soil. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is show them a little bit of support. The same support that we show you when you make some kind of crazy purchase, like some shoes, some cars, $100 cologne, $100 perfume, you know, some hair, nails, toenails. Some people do that. Jewelry. We kind of look at it like, yo, how much was that? For a ring? Don't you got a ring like that? Right? But you be like, well, if that's what you like, you know, if that's what you like. But then we'll turn around. You just spent $1,500 on a diamond ring. But then we'll turn around and spend $500 on a Jackery 500. And we'll spend $200 on fruit trees that was on clearance so we can all eat. And that solar power generator will be in use when them lights go out. We don't hear nothing from y'all. We don't hear, oh, damn, good thing you was that crazy, because your craziness kept us out the dark. Right? We don't hear that. All I'm saying is give a little respect to your loved ones. They're trying to look out for you. They're trying to look out for the whole family. It's not just about them. It's just not the latest craze. This is not the latest fad. This is real. And if you don't believe it, go to the grocery store. Go to the supermarket. There's nothing on the shelves. And when people say, they start getting technical with me, oh, it's plenty of food there. What's the name store? That might be one store in your area. But I can guarantee you all around this whole country, I'm not even talking about the world, things are depleting slowly, very slowly. So the things that we're doing is not to hurt anybody. It's to help the family. No matter how crazy it look, I lost count. People say, Leah, how many fruit trees you got? I don't know. I cannot answer you. I stopped counting years ago because I always bring them in. Then I graft some more and plant those, and I air layer some more, and then I plant those. I don't know how many trees I have. I don't. And then when you count the trees, there's multiple grafted, one trunk, but it's 15 or 20 different trees on that one tree, so you lose count. That sounds crazy. If you looked around me right now, everything you see is edible. Everything. Bananas, plums, pears, peaches, pomegranates, onions, you name it. Everything around this whole camera. I'm gonna do a 360. Even the stuff that looked busted. That sugar cane ready to go on the ground. All of this is edible or functional to make things edible. Tools that you need to plant the food. Everything is a necessity, no matter how bad it looks. Okay? So, with that being said, all I'm asking for is for you to hold it down for your loved one, or hold it down for the people that's trying to hold it down for you. They're not doing this to be selfish. They're not doing this because it's the latest craze. They're really seeing the climate going on in the world right now where one person might not. Like I always said, I look at it as a superpower. Some people can see it. Some people cannot. Some people see it clear as day. One person might not even think to look at the price of gasoline when they're filling up their car. And the other person like, that's funny. It went up 1 cent. And then another person be like, so what? That's only 1 cent. No, something don't feel right. That's an indication of things. Every time you see prices shift like that, that's an indication. Prices going up, even for 1 cent, even for a half a cent, something is wrong. Prices going down, things might be mellow. Everything around us is an indication of what you should be doing. Everything. Fly done ate my damn pear. Everything is an indication. So, with that being said, you guys, just give them a little support. Help them out. Stop. I hate it when somebody say, yeah, my husband don't support me, or my wife don't. My wife think I'm crazy. I just bought the Blue Eddy 2400 for all that money, and my family think I done lost my mind. They trying to have me committed. But then the lights go out. The funny part is, the same people just think you nuts or fuss at you for the amount of money that you just spent to save their tailbone, some kind of way end up plugging their equipment into your device that they made such a stink about. Weird, ain't it? You come down to get your Jackery or your Blue Eddy or your Go Power, and it's a couple extra phone jacks plugged in there, ain't it? Who tablet is this plugged into my Jackery, and everybody wanted to call the police when I spent that much money? Right? Look at them ports and look how they be filled up. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna play devil's advocate for a minute. What I mean by that is I'm not calling nobody no devils, okay? What I mean, I'm gonna jump on the other side of the spectrum from the people that's looking at us to think we're nuts. All right, Ession Family Garden. The people that's looking at us to think we're nuts, we're constantly planting food, constantly planting food, constantly planting food. Before I get into that, I'm gonna say this. The same people that tell us that we're crazy for keep planting food, keep planting food, keep planting food, is the exact same people that keep screaming scriptures at us. What we should and what we shouldn't be doing by the law of the Bible. The same people that keep saying we nuts for doing what we do and go to church every Sunday, or they listen to something, or they read their good book, certain times of the week. Those same people is the same people that keep telling us that we're nuts. But in that book, it's saying this is what we're supposed to be doing, if that's what you believe in now, okay? A lot of believers, and those same believers will go to church every Sunday, Wednesday, whatever, and they'll sit down and read the good book, and yes, Lord, praise God, all of that. But then the same thing, when you buy the equipment or plant the food that's supposed to take care of your family, you called out. But nobody called them out for wearing one of them big old fluorescent hats or this church suit that costed $300 just so you could wear it on Sunday. And then if you wear it again in the first 30 days, Anna Mae over there across the aisle from you gonna crack, and she had that suit on last week. That's, I told you they broke. Okay, cut it out. But if you spend the $300 on the equipment, you gonna get it. So with that being said, I had to say that because I get a lot of that. People throwing scriptures at you and telling you wrong and this and that and what you are and what you ain't. But they're the ones that's not preparing. They're the ones that's not prepping. They're the ones that's not planting constantly. I'm not getting in no dirt. You won't get in no dirt, but you'll get in a crispy, clean church suit. It's a song called Walk It How You Talk It. Little rap song. I don't like talking about it too much. I just like doing stuff. So on the other side of that fence, family, the people that look at us like we nuts, the people that look at us like we nuts, sometimes got a point. Okay? This is me playing devil's advocate. No, don't be mean, Josie. Don't be mean. All right? No, don't be mean. Don't be mean. That's uncalled for. On the other side of the fence, I do want to play devil's advocate and tell you this. The people that's prepping, the people that's getting ready, the people that's planting, at the same time, we, even me, I'm not counting me out because I'm guilty. We cannot take every freaking red cent of the household income and start spending it on solar generators, 15 brand new trees that's $100 a piece. We can't spend every ounce of the kids' money or lunch money because we say, oh, I found this peach tree. They had 3 left. I had to get it. That's what makes us look like we're doing wrong, because it is wrong. Now, here's the key to that. I want everybody to understand something. I've been doing this all my life. I've been preparing even as a child. I've been getting ready even as a child. I told y'all where it started from. My mama got me started doing this when I was a kid, before I was even in my double digits. So I've accumulated tons of things over the years. I have certain things even from my childhood, skills from my childhood. So with that being said, what I'm trying to say is, don't think that now that you've been waiting all your life and now that this mess done happened, 2020 happened, you gonna go out and overspend and ruin the household budget or ruin the household income and be about to get put out your home because you can't pay the rent, or get evicted because you can't pay the rent, or get your house foreclosed upon because you can't pay your mortgage, getting your house repossessed because you got a backyard full of brand new peach trees, but you didn't pay your car note. That's where I'm playing devil's advocate, because here's the thing about that good book and everything else you believe in. We were supposed to been getting ready. Why did we have to get hit in the chin to understand, hey, that hurts? See, why do we have to wait till 2020 to happen to understand this is what they've been talking about all that time in that book? This is what they're talking about is going to happen, and we better be getting ourselves together. Oh, I get it now, right? So that's where it does make us look crazy. When you run out and you buy thousands of dollars worth of equipment, all of a sudden, you woke up yesterday and all of a sudden Now you're going to spend thousands and thousands of dollars out of your household income, where now you're depriving other branches of your household finances. Bills ain't getting paid. Appliances is breaking down and you can't pay for them because all of this money went into this situation, your new situation. Not saying your situation is bad, but you buy a little at a time. The reason I brought y'all and let everybody know about the Go Power Plus solar generator and the Harbor Freight clamshell briefcase solar panel, because everybody don't have $500 on a Jackery 500. Everybody don't have $1,500 on a Blue Eddy. Everybody don't have $2,500 on a new Blue Eddy. But everybody needs to be safe. Everybody needs power, even people that's on a strict budget. That's why I went on several different spectrums of that grid. For the people that need to start down here, once you got that little bit of power that can save you, now you work up to that Jackery 500 or the 240. You work your way up. You just don't just jump in and don't know what you getting yourself into, what you doing. You just start to buy stuff because you're scared. So you end up spending $10,000 on a bunch of stuff that you ain't got one iota of a clue of how to use. So if you don't even know how to use it, it's useless anyway. Because if lights go out, you won't have YouTube channels to sit here and tell you how to work a Jackery. And some of these instructions, y'all know, is in another language. You might be one of the ones to get those instructions in another language. I got some. And I had to call them like, yo, I don't know what this say. So if it wasn't for YouTube and people like Ask I, you know, I wouldn't know until I got the instructions, the proper instructions. So I'm saying, family, a little bit at a time, everything in moderation. Even though we are coming up against a wall with the way things are going in the world right now, that still gives you no excuse to be financially irresponsible. And the reason why I say even me, because I find myself like, what next? Ooh, they say the Blue Eddy 5000 is a beast. And she like, it's gonna be a beast over there. We don't need no more power. And she's right. I be wanting to bring that stuff to you. All right, Miss New Orleans Gardener, how we doing, Mom? I be wanting to bring that stuff to you, but at the same time, I don't want to disrupt my household finances trying to do it. You understand? I don't want to put myself in a bind to do it. Sometimes I know I can pull myself out of it. That's why I go for it. But at the same time, it's financially irresponsible. And that's where our family members and friends think we're nuts, because they're like, damn, this fool wearing shoes with the hole in the bottom. He put a piece, he bought that Jackery 500, cut up the box and put the cardboard down in the bottom of his shoe. Ooh, I think he done lost his damn mind in a minute. Look, I seen him out there with the aluminum foil. They don't know you about to go out there and do an air layer grab. But they think you about to put on an aluminum foil hat or something, because they think you done lost your rabbit ass mind. He got cardboard in his shoes, and he got the whole thing aluminum foil. I think he trying to protect himself from EMPs and stuff and solar flares. Oh Lord, he done bit off more than he can chew. So they have the right to think we're crazy when we start making those kind of fiscally irresponsible decisions. Everything in moderation. I'm telling you, if you do a little at a time, you'll get people to go along with you or even understand your personal battle. If you just do a little at a time, and then a little at a time, show them how it works. Show them how it's going to help the whole family. Because I know there's a lot of us out there and our family members think we bananas. Okay? So again, this goes out to all the people that do not want to support the gardening game. They do not want to support growing food. They do not want to support buying trees, the solar power generators, and it also is going out to the people that are totally being irresponsible with the way you're spending money. I know, even with the things that's going on, but because you will have a Blue Eddy and nowhere to live. You gotta be responsible. You gotta think about some stuff. You can't just go out and do everything. This stuff ain't going nowhere. There's somebody out there making millions of dollars off of us. And they grinning. That stuff ain't going nowhere. They is not gonna stop making this equipment. They ain't gonna stop making these fruit trees. And as long as we all stick together, we'll be able to share all of these pieces of our trees, all of these doggone seeds, so we won't have to worry about outside entities in the first place. That's the whole point. We just need to be a little bit more understanding of one another and supportive of one another. This whole gardening community and all the stuff that we're trying to do, prepare for rough, lean times. That's all I'm here to say. That's all I wanted. Please, please give somebody a little bit more support. You ain't got to go out there and get your hands dirty, but don't look at them all cockeyed when they come in from. Some people don't understand. You've been digging up tomatoes or planting tomatoes all day. You done been bit up by bugs you can't quite identify. You got a lump on the side of your face. You're not quite sure how the hell this happened. You don't remember getting bit. You got sunstroke because you out there grinding so hard you don't even know the heat is banging on your back, and you dehydrated. And then they come in and you tired as a dog. You about to need to go to the hospital. And they look at you like, where you been? All day? That's all you did all day? When they give you that look, it be people, the first thing they think about is, where's that marriage certificate at? It's upstairs in the attic. Where again? It's on, or look over at the wall like, at that beautiful wedding picture like, be looking at that like, Mama told me. Mama told me. So we need to just be a little bit more supportive. I'm not even saying, look, you like, look, I'm going to Vegas. I need about 500,000. Well, give me 500. Nope, give me five times. Give me $1,500. $1,500 gonna get me there. Gonna give me a buffet. Gonna give me a room. I'm gonna come back. I'm going with the boys. No. I ain't saying be that supportive. Now we talk about fiscal responsibility too. Don't be stupid. Supporting all of that nonsense is what I said is nonsense. But when it comes to trying to help the whole family, man, we gotta lighten up a little bit. Look, you know what? I'm gonna give you one little personal tip. One personal tip. What I used to watch my mother and my father do. This is from my heart. This is my own personal memory. My father would be out there cutting the grass. It ain't like we had no big yard in Ohio, but he's sweating like a dog. He ain't asked for nothing. My mother would look out the window. Now, I'm in the kitchen with my mother. My mother would go look out the window, go and make my father a big old glass of lemon water, throw as much ice as she can put in it, big old pickle jar of it, and carry it out to him. She didn't send me out there. All right, Bert Richardson. Yeah, I got you. You see that? I got you. She didn't send me like, go get this to your daddy. She did it personally. She took my father that jar every single time. There was not one time that my mother told me or any of my brothers or sisters to take that doggone water out to my father. She always did it. She looked out there herself. You know what that was? She wasn't going out there cutting no grass. I ain't never seen my mama cut grass in my entire life. But she wasn't gonna let my dad feel like he out there by himself. That was support. She ain't gonna do it. She'd be doggone if she do it. But she ain't gonna say that's stupid what you doing. We got enough money to buy lawn care service. Why ain't we just buying the lawn care service? And she didn't say none of that. She showed her support by taking my father that water or that ice cold Pepsi. She'd tap him on the shoulder. Now I'm still looking out the window. He had one of them old lawnmowers too, the kind you had to crank like this at the top and then hit that button. Brrr. That's back then. It only had 3 wheels. You dig? 3 wheels. Can you remember that? Anybody that old? When lawnmowers only had 3 wheels on them, Joe? Oh, boy. You had to balance that sucker and cut. She would carry that water out to him, tap him on the shoulder, hand him that ice cold Pepsi. He'd stop. Let that lawnmower go. Because back then, you didn't have a safety lever. You had to push that knob like, brrr. Then the lawnmower shake like that for about a minute or 2. You had to hang on to him or you're going to go cut the kids next door, you know. That sucker come to a stop. She hand him that big old pickle jar of ice cold Pepsi or ice cold water. He'd drink that whole thing and rub the jar on his head like one of them iced tea commercials. She'd kiss him on the cheek, he'd kiss her back. She'd go in the house. They wouldn't even exchange words. Well, they probably exchanged some words and they didn't want me to hear it. Let's put it like that. I don't even want to think about that part. But you dig what I'm saying? That's the kind of support. You don't got to appreciate what the person is doing per se, but they're doing it for, you got to understand that they're doing it for the family. My father is doing that, so that money that he's saving from purchasing the lawn care service, that's money that we end up going on vacations every year with. See, every little bit counts. That's why I say do a little bit at a time. You ain't got to blow your whole wad on trying to become super prepper or super gardener. You don't gotta do that. Every little bit counts. And once you have a lot, and I'm gonna tell you this, you will look around at a lot of these gardening channels, a lot of them, and you will say, oh my God, they got everything. They got everything, apples, pears, plums, peaches. I could walk you around here and I got so much stuff, but you would think I just did this. I've been doing this for years. I got a house that I used to own across the city. I promise you, if you go there, you'll think it's a farm. But that's something I worked on for years, and once we moved, it's still there. Then I started it here. This whole area was full of trees 6 years ago. I dug out, well, let me show you something real quick. Just real quick. You see this little black spot right here? That's a cedar tree stump that I never dug out. You see that big fire pit right there? That was a cedar tree that was, let me see if you can see that. That was a cedar tree that was big as this tree right here. That big giant one. That big cypress tree. Then, here you go right here. Right here where this garden is, we call that the tropical circle, even though it's in a square now. There was a gum tree right there, as big around of a trunk as that barrel, and I still have videos and pictures of me cutting it down with a little electric chainsaw. All around this land was trees. Useless trees. I've been working on this stuff for 6 years. Please don't try to cram all of this in one summer, because you're going to overwhelm yourself and you're going to fail. Okay? So that's all. Whew. I had something. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, it's on. Okay. There we go. So I just wanted to let you guys know that please support your loved ones. You ain't got to go out there and get your hands dirty. But, you know, go take them a glass of water. Or go put an umbrella out there over top of them. You know, my air conditioning unit went out for my downstairs last week. And the serviceman that was helping me, He was on Lemon Lane. That's where one of my air conditioning units is, on Lemon Lane. I got 3 units. One of them is at the hottest part, the southernmost part of my house. He down on his knees, burning, high noon. I took one of them doggone beach umbrellas, got it out the garage, and I jammed that mug in the dirt over top of him. He thought I was gonna kill him because I was using a hatchet. He said, "We good, man? We good, man." Once I opened that umbrella over his back, like, man, you down here, the air conditioning unit blowing out hot air, the sun is baking on your back, you smell like bacon, you know, or that's your cologne, I don't know. But I don't want to see nothing happen to that man out here. Sometimes it's the little stuff that count. It's the little things, you know? I know he gonna probably tell somebody, man, I thought dude was gonna kill me with that hatchet. He kicked up an umbrella for a brother. So that's all I wanted to say, you guys. I didn't want to keep you all night. I know it's Thursday. I know everybody's winding down, getting ready for the weekend. I just wanted to say, please support your loved ones because they working hard for you and everybody else. And at the same time, please be more financially responsible and don't try to do all of this at one time because you will fail. Not maybe, you will fail trying to do all this by yourself. Okay? Right, you never know, never know when you'll need their help. Exactly. Exactly. So, don't do that. Let me finish. Don't do that. I mean, hold on, where is it? Yeah, I understand how you feel about pork, but I don't even feel like being mean, but if you like pork, man, eat it. If you don't, if you know. Say I gotta get them harvested before the birds do. My dad is 74 and still says that every dang year. Keep it up, my friend. Amen. Thank you for that Going South magazine. Said thank you for teaching us. I'm not teaching nothing. I'm just, listen, I'm not a teacher. I'm just a reminder. That's all. I'm not teaching nobody nothing. My wife is a teacher, not me. I'm just a reminder. Every now and then somebody need a little reminder. That's all. I ain't on that wake up stuff, none of that. Just remind folks sometime, you know. You ever been walking through the grocery store and forget that you needed some lettuce until you seen it in somebody else's cart? You went in the store and you was like, you going to get some Band-Aids and some hand sanitizer, and you see that lettuce in that cart. Oh, that's right, forgot the dang on lettuce. Go over there and get me some lettuce. Just a reminder. I'm that lettuce in that cart, in somebody else's cart. I'm not teaching nobody nothing. Okay? Because teachers are professionals. That's it. They're professionals. And I'm not a professional. Hey, Andale. Thank you so much, Janice. Say D-Man says sometimes the best teachers are those that remind us and helpful. Well, there you go. It's just reminding. If you learn something from a reminder, you know what? I kid you not. I had to pay the taxes on my car, right? The taxes on my car. Because, like I said, you don't own nothing. My car's paid off, but you still got to pay the taxes on it. And I never even thought about it until I hear her talking about my taxes is coming up. Oh, dang, that's right. So is mine. Just a little reminder. See, I thank the heavens for this gardening community. I do too, because I need y'all more than y'all need me, believe that. Hey, Beauty in the Garden. Beauty in the Garden, I just got your email when I was on my way outside. I'm going to talk to you in a minute, okay? I bought my solar, less than $100. Thank you. Thank you. Because you know something. We got 15 minutes left. Do y'all want to hear the latest buy? Y'all better get ready. And I'm sitting here telling people be fiscally responsible, and now I'm about to give you a little bit to be more irresponsible. Y'all ready for this? See, I'm a mess like that. Here we go. Hold on. Give you a little view while I sit. All right. I got one for you. I got one for you. I done kicked the solar plug out. All right, I got one for you. I saw this. I went out of town. I'm not gonna say where because everybody gonna go bananas and bombard them stores. And I'm getting scared now. I think I might get a call from some of these stores, hate mail or something. So, I was at the store the other day, Oompa Loompa Land, and people like, what the heck is Oompa Loompa Land? I don't like saying their name because for some reason they strike me for when I say their name. WM, the place where people like to shop in pajamas. I'm gonna have to change that. The place where people like to shop in pajamas. Pajama Land, I'm gonna have to call it. I found another one. This was not the Go Power Plus. I found a Go Power Emergency Jump Start Power Pack. Flashlight emergency system for $20. 7,200 milliamps. It comes with everything. The lighter, the plug, jumper cables to jump your car. I'm just going to show you this because I couldn't believe it. So I'm just showing you what I found, and I had to get what I had to get. So just in case, you can charge your phone with this, you can charge your iPad, your laptop, you could do all the same stuff. I haven't even broken it out the pack the same way I did the Go Power Plus. I thought that was just a piece of crap, but now we know better, right? So I'm going to actually charge this with that Harbor Freight panel just to see it work. When it works, I'm going to do an update on it. I just got this yesterday, and I said, I gotta get this. The Greenhouse Lounge gotta know about this. The reason I'm showing y'all this stuff is because everybody cannot afford a Jackery. Everybody cannot afford a Bluetti. Everybody cannot afford a Yeti. But everybody needs a backup source of power. Even people on a strict budget. So I'm doing my best to give everybody a little bit from level 1 to level 10. I'm doing the best I can do. All right. So I just wanted to show y'all that real quick before I go, because this ain't no joke right here. It got everything, and it's heavy as lead, pun intended. Heavy as lead, because that's a big battery bank in there. You can't even find a 7,200 milliamp in the store to charge your phone. They usually get about 20,000 milliamps, something like that. So before I go, is there any questions? They need to be giving you an actual check instead of an X. I wish I could get a check. Let me see. Oh my God, I put it back, and it was only $10. The clearance section, you shouldn't have done that. If I was you, I would go back. Do you understand how valuable this is? what area of the store. It won't even matter. You got to go find it because every store is different. I could tell you it was next to the grapes. You know, they moved these little centerpieces all around the store. When they had canning and nobody could find jars, they had the jars in one of my stores over by the eggs. That don't make no sense. But they had, I didn't find this in automotive. See, Godless Leo, I didn't even find it in the automotive. That's why I'm telling you, I don't want to say, go over, buy the auto. Ain't no telling. Ain't no telling in this place. But this is what I do want. I'm gonna show you the name again. Go on, screenshot it, so you at least have the name to go look for it. Okay. And people, for some reason, get mad at me because I don't put the links in the video. I don't do that for several reasons. For one, I can't link this. Number two, even when I put a link, people say, where do I find it at? So sometimes I just don't put the links in there. It ain't because I'm not trying to help you. It's because it really don't help. Because of people to see the video and just bypass the pinned message I have or the description below, and they'll just see 5 seconds of the video and say, where do I get one? And so I kind of just stopped doing it. Let me see. Rich Dad say I got 3 of them for $10 a piece. Get them before they gone because people having a hard time finding that Go Power Plus. And that mug is a beast. A beast. Do you fish in your pond? If so, what kind of fish? Yes, bluegill, crappie. I could go on. It's all kind of fish in there. Catfish. I haven't fished in it in a while, but we had some trouble a couple years ago with after the flood. Yes, I fish in my pond, Dion. You can jump your car with that. Yes, you can. As a matter of fact, I got a car jumper that's just like this. It's not a flashlight. Same amount of milliamps in it, and literally, Lord is my witness, I just jumped my car with it today, and I had to actually buy a whole brand new battery. Seasons change, the battery goes dead. I literally jumped my Jeep with it this morning. Not with this, but my other battery pack. So I finally found online, didn't have it in stock, it's charging now. Oh, and as far as for the solar power panels, from Harbor Freight, all the Harbor Freight seem like they sold out. They still have some online. Go online and get them. I went and bought some more online. I said, Larry, can you adopt me? Come on. There's plenty of room. Plenty of room. Set you up a spot right out there by the water. Now, if stuff comes scratching on the tent at night, I ain't responsible for that. Saying I'm staying at my son's house for 2 months, taking care of the grand doggies. Am I reading that? Maybe that was a misspell. Said, and when he gets home, he will have a small container garden. Oh, you getting him together. All right, Urban Girl Gardening. Said the price for the Go Power Plus has increased since you made the first video because they sold out. The mugs went up fast. They went out fast. And now I can't find them nowhere in my city. Yet is it bug out time again? Let me tell you something. The reason why we didn't do the last bug out practice is because people been bugging out for real. So that kind of put things to the side. When storm season came, everybody, what I say in that one video, practice is over. You better be ready or you may be in some trouble when another one of these hurricanes hit, another tornado hit, the lights keep. I was gonna go live and Lady Led is my witness. I was gonna go live and we sitting there drinking coffee and I told her I'm gonna go live later on. Lights went out. I can't make that up. Lights went out. And I looked at her like, are you serious? She was like, we good. Funny thing is, everybody that day that I watched on YouTube was having technical difficulties. They kept freezing up, locking up. And this is everybody across the board. It wasn't just one person that always freezes up or locks up. All across the board, everybody was freezing up and locking up. So, and even one other person, I'm not gonna say their name, but even their lights had went out. Do you have any issues with raccoons eating your stuff? Yes, I do. How much is too much for a Go Power Plus before saving the small Jackery? Instead, eBay is getting expensive on Go Power Plus. I'm gonna tell you this like I told another person. How expensive is too expensive? That's a personal choice. You need to look at the prices on the Jackery and you need to see what kind of power do you need, because the Go Power is 100 watts. If that's not enough power to do anything for you in your life, maybe you want to step it up a bit. Now, here's the other thing about that. With it being a personal choice, I cannot tell you what's too expensive. It depends on your situation. If your situation is dire enough where you feel that you need that 100 watts and it's going to cost you 90 bucks for it, then you have to do what you have to do. That's like, how expensive is elderberries? You know, it's a lot of stuff that we need for our health right now. The price is going up. Fresh herbs. Have you seen the price of fresh herbs going up? From rosemary, ginger, turmeric. The price of that it was already high, but it's through the roof. So if you ain't growing your medicinal herbs, you need to start that immediately. So when you ask how much is too much, personal preference. Right now, nothing is too much, to be honest with you, because there's not much of anything left anywhere. Want to see something? Can I, just to prove my point? Let me do this to prove my point. Okay, come with me real quick. Let me unplug this. We don't need that. All right. Do you see these blueberries? I planted these in the ground last year. Tons of berries, tons of plants. Now, some of them been in containers. Some of them been in the ground already, and I dug them up, put them somewhere else. Here's the thing about this. Let me come downtown with you. The thing about these blueberries, each one of these I bought from like Tractor Supply for $5, clearance for $2 at big box stores. You will not see that anymore. So when you ask yourself what's too expensive to be purchasing like blueberries, right? There's no price, because these are almost medicinal. These are so good for you health-wise. You got to ask yourself, how important is your health? So imagine one plant costing me $2, $5, right? Just a little over a year ago, before 2020. Now, let's do this. Here's some that I had and I bought right as 2020 was banging. Still tags on them. Never got them planted. Had them in a bucket. 26 bucks. Right? Price going up. $26. Now, as of today, when me purchasing more berries, watch this. Same berries, new price. So you have to ask yourself, how much is too much for your health? What I'm trying to tell you is, let me come over here. What I'm trying to tell you is the price of nothing is going down. Okay? To buy a whole established plant, it's going to cost you some money these days, where before you could get this for $15 or $14.99 all day long for a tree this big, for a plant this big. It's going to cost you now in the 30s. And some of the fruit trees that you even buy, they want $29, $39 for them. So if you're waiting on the prices to drop to do what you're supposed to be doing for growing your food, if you're waiting for prices to drop, you might as well just stop, because the prices aren't going to stop. dropping like this. They're going to keep going up as food keeps becoming scarce, more and more scarce. Things like fruit trees, we ain't going to be, listen, you know what? I don't care about some food still in my car. I'm not worried about some food still in my car. Man, it's insured. That's insured. I'm going to get another car. But you stealing my trees and berries? They better call the police first. Because that's where it's going, family. That's where it's going. It's going to the point where I've even started looking into purchasing a fence to go around my land. Because things are going to get scary real freaking quick. It already is. It already is. You don't got to believe nothing I'm saying. And the sad part is, some people don't see it. Some people don't see this as a critical situation. And I just feel for them. Because how can you not see the piping hot climate of the world today, the situations? How can you not see this? All around the world. This ain't just here. It's all around the world. Water is drying up. Food is becoming scarce. The money, here's the other part. Even if they got food, let's just say they do, okay? They ain't hiding it in some bunkers. People be like, they putting it in the sides of mountains. Probably. But the reason why a lot of the food ain't even getting to the shelf ain't necessarily that they don't have the food. They don't have the transportation to get the food to the shelves. Nobody want to be a truck driver no more. I did that for years. Kids ain't growing up and saying, I want to be a truck driver anymore. And I just talked about this the other day. Kids, we keep trying to make our kids be superstars. Don't you get it? Don't you understand? We're so busy trying to make our kid become the newest YouTube superstar or Instagram superstar. We're not instilling in them that you need some skills just in case that don't pan out. We want our kids to be the next NBA player or the next baseball player or the next football player. But we need to also make sure, here's a little something just in case that don't work out. Because there's millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of great athletes. But they only pick one. They only pick a few every year for every team. Out of the millions and millions and millions, you might be better than Kobe. You might be better than Jordan. You might be better than Shaq. But if you're in the wrong place at the wrong time and you're not being looked upon, they'll look right over you. And now what? What's your backup plan? We ain't teaching our kids that. We teach them, you the best singer in the world. You the best singer in the world. But you also need to be teaching them, hey, grow a little food, because just in case your big moment don't come, your big shot, okay? So it's not too expensive. And at the same time, some people get paid from work and they go buy them a new watch. Some people get paid from work and they go buy them a new outfit. Some people get paid from work, they buy them some rims and tires and music for their car, or buy a brand new car, fancy car. Some people do stuff like that. That all it's gonna do is bring attention from the wrong people. You go down the street with a lot of diamonds and jewelry on your hand, you're gonna attract the wrong people. You attract the right person for a moment. See, the girl might see that shiny ring and be like, oh, he must got some money. Maybe. But the dude in the alley like, he must got some money. Yeah. When that fool come out of Subway, see, you're gonna keep them following you for blocks. You're gonna keep them dudes following you for blocks and blocks until they catch you by yourself. That girl might catch you looking, she might, oh, you look like you got a little change on him. Okay. She might take a glance. But them homies that saw that ring too, they coming to get you. So we attracting the wrong attention. We investing in things that attract the wrong attention. Big, giant, shiny rims and loud music. We know who that's going to attract. We know. You just giving the police an excuse to pull you over. It's an excuse. I did it for years, and the reason I stopped doing it when I was young was because the only ones that I attracted was, number one, I was married. I ain't had no business trying to attract females. It attract other women. Big, shiny car, loud music. It attract women. It attracted the police. That's a ticket. And it attracted people that wanted to rob me. And they did. So everything that all that shiny, bright nonsense attracted was not good for my health. I don't need no woman mess around, get me killed. Lady Led ain't no joke. Don't let that little soft voice fool you. Okay? Don't let that. And fellas, don't think they quiet all the time. They will snap. Okay? And the homies is looking at your car just like the girls that you're trying to attract, or you're trying to whoever you're trying to attract. Remember, there's some bad people that just watching too. They want that. They want whatever you got, and they gonna do whatever it take to get them. Them brand new Jordans, well, they gonna run them. You just spent $200-300 on them, special edition. While you walking through the mall, you don't know how many people sitting on that bench like, what y'all think that is, about a 12? Rockin' them mugs nice, right? So I stopped all that flash. I started investing in my family, investing in food, investing in self-sustainability. Because see, that wasn't in style. It's becoming though. That's why I'm getting worried. Because in a minute, a peach tree is going to be like the new Jordans. An apple tree is going to be like a Lexus truck. In a minute. A tank of gas, a tank of gas, that's that diamond ring. So we all better watch what we doing and learn how to invest in things that we need the most and cut the nonsense. Playtime is over. Playtime is over for that stuff, y'all. Plus, half of us, man, we way too old to be doing that anyway. We way too, let our kids do that. Let our kids go with that nonsense. Let them get their tires stole and set on, their car set on bricks once or twice till they get it through their head that it ain't worth it. But us, it still attracts me. I still want fresh, shiny rims on my truck in my car. But I know what it's going to attract. It's going to attract loose women and thugs that want them wheels in that Jeep. It's going to attract the police because the police think you got something in that truck that's illegal. And even if you don't, they want to see. Because they figure like this. Who in their right mind going to spend $10,000 worth of music, $15,000 to $20,000 on wheels and tires, $6,000 on a lift kit, $3,000 on a light package, on a $1,500 car? Pull him over. Bloop, 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 bloop. He got $40,000 worth of shit sitting on a $2,500 car. Pull him over just for them sorry ass finance, and they probably live with his mama. Pull him over. Even though those was your decisions to make, you have every right on the planet Earth to make those decisions. It's your money. You can do what you want. But remember, I always say, just because you have the right, don't always make it right. You have the right to call me an N-word. Is it right? If I don't like it, no. So you have the right to go spend 30 grand on a car you got from Reese's Auto Sales and Barbecue Tips. You bought that car for $25,000 with a knocking engine in it, and then you went and put $15,000 worth of rim and tire on it. That's gonna attract every piece of wrong. You gonna attract loose women, the police, and homies that wanna steal that stuff from you. I guarantee you that ain't my opinion. That's my word. That ain't my opinion. That's not my opinion. That's my word. Cause I lived that. I lived it. I know. You don't attract nobody that wanna be dealing with nobody else with no sense. That's gonna attract, ooh, you look good. How you doing? What your name is? Her. That one. The one that's quiet in the back don't want to have nothing to do with you. The one in the back like, girl, come on, let's go. Wait a minute, he telling me his name. Bruh, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. And while your trunk is rattling, boom, 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 brrr, 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 boom, boom, right next to the school bus, and the police behind you, whoop, whoop, bloop, bloop. You know why they catch him? For he didn't stop. He fled the scene. After they hit their alarms, you couldn't hear him with that bass. How do I know? How do I know? Fleeing, and you got to explain that like I was not fleeing, I didn't see you or hear you. That's the problem. Get out the car. How do I know? It's not my opinion, it's what I lived. Okay? My daughter brings some little boy to the house with all that and his little pants ain't over his butt crack and stuff. Don't bring him over here no more. You need to figure something else out. You need to figure something else out. Don't bring him over here no more. I don't want to teach him. No, thank you. I'm sorry, I went all off tangent, y'all. I'm off in some old hood stuff right there. So I'm gonna leave that alone. All right. We've all been there. I've been that guy. I'm telling you about me. I'm not pointing no finger at nobody. That used to be my knucklehead self. I told you I don't know what she doing with me. I don't know what she doing. Yes, I do. She was a little hood too, though. She was that one, hey. That make me want to change everything I said. We turned out all right. We turned out all right. You know, we're a little hood. We turned out okay. It had to be mutual, though, you know. I'm going to leave that alone. So, yeah, all hood ain't bad hood. Some hood is good. All right, I'm going to leave y'all alone. I'm going to leave like this. Y'all, please support your loved ones trying to do right. Because they could be spending this money gambling. They could be spending this money on cigarettes. They could be spending this money on drugs. They could be spending this money in the club. They could be spending their money doing nonsense, but they ain't. You know what they spending their money on? But they ain't. You know what they spending their money on? Blueberry plants. And solar power generators to keep the lights on. Give them a little support. Give them a little support. Listen, I'm going to say this, and yeah, I'm going to crack on the people that don't support us. Think about how silly you sound. Man, yo. My girl, bruh. Was she cheating on you, man? Nah, you know, it ain't going down like that, but man, she be tripping. What she do, bruh? I told you, watch out, man, chill, look. How she gonna go out and spend like $50 on some peach trees? Dude, turn around and spend $30 on some blueberries, talking about some of their on clearance. You hear what you complaining about? Why you got a handful of blueberries? Can you believe that? Blueberries, bruh. Yeah! Out of all money. Can you believe that? She could be spending that money on... See, that's the mindset, because I said I was going to go, but I can't go like that. That's the mindset of us. I got to plug this phone in, because, man, y'all done got me riled up. Y'all done got me riled up. That's our mindset. We've been trained up. We've been trained up wrong. You dig? We've been trained up wrong. Because our mindset is she's crazy if she's planting food. She's crazy or he's crazy if he in the garden growing tomatoes. But it's okay for her to spend $100 getting her fake nails glued to her hands. That's okay though. If you like it, that's great. But if you don't mind getting nails done for $50 or whatever it costs, $50 for a blueberry tree that's gonna be here even after you dead, feeding your family, your kids. Somebody got to make it make sense to me. You know, if you about to go get your nails done, I'm gonna be like, look, man, look, hey. I know you need a break. I dig it, pedicure, manicure, but let's go buy a couple of these trees first. When you start juggling your priorities, man, we need this food. Did you see that one dude, one of the richest dudes in the world, staying in the news right now? I ain't saying his name. You know who it is. Buying land and stuff from people. Just divorced his wife and whatever. Now they figuring out he been hanging out with that one child abuser dude. Food is disappearing. I think we better buy these blueberries first. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's wrong if you want to do that and you want to buy the latest styles. I ain't saying it's wrong. I'm just saying let's prioritize because we've been raised up wrong. We put that first. You want to get them red bottoms? That's okay. You want to get them Jordans? That's okay. But yo, let's prioritize. We've been raised up wrong. And most of the folks that do that don't got no food growing nowhere. Now, I don't know. Let me stop. All right. I said my manicure is dirt under the fingernail. There you go. You want to do your manicure, you spend the rest of the night scrubbing that soil from up under it. You know, the blacker, the richer the soil, the harder it is to get from under your nails. Yeah, we ain't even gonna say his name. We ain't even gonna get close, but you dig what I'm saying. Weird stuff is going on in high places. Weird stuff is going, when I say high places, I'm talking about in financially powerful places. They're scaring the crap out of me. So now she don't want a garden for show, and that's it, yeah, man. And let her, if she gonna get the manicure, make them real long so she can dig. Say you dig the holes, I'll plant the tomato plants. We get to, make sure you get them about that long so you get, cause that's some red clay down there. You gonna make them acrylic, that thick acrylic, so we can hit that red clay. You ain't gotta be out here doing nothing for me, but if you gonna get them nails done, you at least gotta help me plant these tomatoes with them acrylics. Don't put the paint on yet. Don't put the paint on until we get these tomatoes in the ground. Then go have a touch up and then have them paint. Cause we about to put them suckers to work. This gonna tell you if you need to go back to them. See how good them nails hang on. Now if you rip one that tear all the way up to the root, they did a pretty good job. That sucker was on to stay. That was on for life. That was made by Goodyear. Goodyear nails right there. The rubber to the road. That's right. I'm gonna let y'all go because I'll be on here all night clowning. But please support your loved ones doing the right things. That's what we don't do. We don't support our family members just doing the right things. Somebody get a brand new car that they can't even afford. Everybody run out the front door to go see Uncle Jimmy's brand new Cadillac truck. Ooh, boy, you dropped a mean one. He can't afford that. Yeah, you see what I did. You see what I did. I had to have him, boy. I had to have him. You ain't even get that from a real dealership. You got that from what's named Chicken and Waffles and Auto Sales, and you drove it up in front of the house, and everybody coming out, oh, that boy dropped a mean one, boy. Oh, this the one I want too. That's that color too. You see how the paint flipping? See how the paint flipping? Flipping and dripping. You see that? Boy, you gonna have to mop this all up off the street when I pull off, boy. That paint dripping. So, boy, get you a mop. Go have somebody get you a mop and a bucket. That paint dripping so good, boy. Can't even afford it. You went out and the people gave you that check of $1,500. You went out and bought a brand new Cadillac truck. You had enough money for the down payment. How you gonna pay for this, Unc? You know I'll be pimping. You know I'll be pimping. He ain't got no answer for you. You know I'll be pimping. You know how I pimp, right? You know how I get it. You know how I get it when I get it, right? I get it how I get it. You ain't say how you about to pay for this though. Cause even Jimmy's Chicken, Waffles, and Auto Sales, even they want their money. Or they coming to get that. They gonna come get that, the mop, and the bucket. With that paint dripping, boy. Cut it out. So, we being raised wrong, y'all. We being raised wrong. We give more props to nonsense like that than a man trying to grow a garden. You know what I'm saying? We give kudos on TV because a man can walk. He wins contests in $1 million studio because he can walk in high heels. But a man trying to grow a garden, he's the simp. He the sucker. Sometimes I feel like I was born in the wrong time or something. Sometimes I feel like I was born in the wrong era. You ever feel like that? You ever hear people say old souls? Sometimes I feel like I've been here before and I always feel so out of place. Yeah, you see them boys do them backflips in them hills. Backflips and cartwheels and everything. He went $1 million trip to Vegas or something. They don't got no show. They don't got no TV show for like the best gardeners. I ain't talking about one of them old corny ones on that one channel. I'm talking about one man's people can show they real gumption. Share their real knowledge, not know that nonsense. We ain't winning no trip to Vegas. We ain't winning no trip to Hollywood. Remember that. As a gardener, as a prepper, you know what you win? You win self-sustainability, self-salvation, self-preparedness. You win a peace of mind. You win security. You win safety. So we ain't going to Hollywood. And I ain't ashamed of it. All right, I'm gonna get on out of here, y'all. I think I done went too far. Talk about that boy flipping around them shoes. I'm gonna leave that alone. And nothing against, if that's what you want to do, flip around them shoes, that's up to you. Okay. I'm just saying, all I'm saying is, man, our priorities is toe up. Our priorities. Toe up. See, I have a 10-year-old seed vault made with PVC. A seed vault. I would like to see that. Let me get out of here. Y'all know I'm cutting up too much. Everybody, have a wonderful night. Lead Farmer 73. I've been on here way too long. Lead Farmer 73. I love what a red bottom. What are those? That's what I came in my head. Whew. All right. Everybody have a wonderful night. Lead Farmer 73. I love you, and I'm out. Grow your own, eat your own. Boom. It's right here in your face. It's right there in your face. Blueberries all day long. And see, I couldn't pass these jokers up. I'm gonna show you on the way out. I couldn't pass these up, son. Some people see a pair of shoes, be like, oh, I gotta have them. That's the new edition. What I did that to these today. Oh, them joints is jumping off. Oh, look at that. Look, they so big. That's what you want, two big giant blueberries like that. You want them boys big. That's them big rabbit eyes. See them big old rabbit eye, high bush blueberries. I went crazy when I seen them joints right there, son. I lost my doggone marbles when I seen that. They all up in the street. Look at that. Look at this right here. Look at this. Wait a minute. I was going to put them in my mouth. Them boys right there. Look at the size of this berry. That's why I went crazy. I'm seeing blueberries like that. You want to turn me on? I don't need all that fancy stuff. Victoria's Secretions and stuff. I don't need all that. Coming to been a t-shirt and some blueberries. Blueberries. Come to bed with a bowl full of blueberries and a t-shirt. And them little socks with the little ball on the back of them. Don't take them off. Them little socks. Them little footies with the ball on the back. And a bowl of blueberries. That's living. That's sexy. That's sexy. Left Farm 3, I love y'all. And I'm out. Spent too much money on them clothes, man. You don't need that. Clean t-shirt. And a bowl of blueberries.